Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Now this is a re-upload. I just actually uploaded this video but my camera froze basically, so I'm just re-uploading it. Now we're going to be talking about SpecKit. SpecKit basically released by GitHub, I think in collaboration with Amazon if I'm not mistaken, and it's basically very similar to context engineering and I wanted to talk about it. So the GitHub blog, Spec-driven development with AI, get started with a new open source toolkit. Now a lot of people for a long time have been using these kinds of dev toolkits in order to increase the accuracy of the code that you produce. I will say right now that no matter how many times I've tried this, I would say the only one of these that's actually worked for me is this sequential thinking MCP. Every other behavioral or every other behavioral MCP or one of these spec kits or context engineering, one of those GitHubs that you download and then run, what I've found is that they create a lot of bloat, whether that's context bloat or actual code bloat. I've just found that it just doesn't work. Now I have already run the test here, right? I did a run of my school community prompt. If you want to join the school community, it'll be one of the links in the description. But basically, this is a prompt to create a service-based website. Let's read a little bit about how this works. So as coding agents have grown more powerful, a pattern has emerged. You describe your goal, get a block of code back, and often it looks right but doesn't quite work. This vibe coding approach can be great for quick prototypes, but less reliable when building serious mission-critical applications or working with existing code bases. I think this is really, really misleading. Whether it's intentionally misleading or not, I don't know. But this just isn't true if you vibe code step by step with a plan, right? In fact, you're far more likely to get good code by just vibe coding than you are by using one of these systems. SEOgrove.ai, I am talking from experience, guys. I am currently the only developer on this project, pretty much. And I just created an entire new feature. This entire thing was vibe coded. I didn't use any context engineering, anything like that. This entire thing was created through step-by-step prompting, vibe coding, whatever you want to call it. And, it's currently a fairly successful SaaS project. So I think this is kind of highly misleading. By the way, SEOgrove.ai, if you are an e-commerce, Shopify, or WooCommerce website or store, and you're struggling with SEO, or if you just want an automated way to do all of your SEO, check out SEOgrove.ai. We're currently on the wait list, but I mean, we've got 70 people who are actively using the tool every single day. So you can join the waitlist, we'll charge your card, and you can join for $99 a month for 3 months, which then rolls over to $4.99 a month. So sometimes the code doesn't compile, sometimes it solves part of the problem and misses the actual intent. The stack or architecture may not be what you would choose. The issue isn't the coding agent's coding ability, but our approach. We treat coding agents, this is all just slop in my opinion. We treat coding agents like search engines. No, we don't. You might treat them like search engines. Most people don't. Most people actually treat them like LLMs. I don't know why. This kind of shit really pisses me off. There's this thing in AI prompting and stuff where, like, if someone complains about a model, someone will just say, just prompt better, bro. Prompt or prompt. Prompt is like the meme format of that. Just prompt better, bro. It's like, what do you mean? Like, I am prompting fine. My prompt is fine. There is a problem with the actual coding assistant. This happened when Claude was having problems. I was saying it's not very good, and I kept getting comments saying just prompt better, bro. And it's like, well, yeah, I mean, I could prompt better, or they could, make it work as well as it did 2 weeks ago. That's why we're rethinking specifications, not as static documents, but as living executable artifacts that evolve with the product. I hate the way that AI people write. Honestly, I hate it. Specs become the shared source of truth. When something doesn't make sense, you go back to the spec. When a project grows complex, you refine it. When tasks feel too large, you break them down. Look, right, that's another this kind of shite, basically. Let me show you what this actually did. So, yeah, you can ignore Counter-Strike there. Okay, so this is the latest version of Claude Code. What I did was I grabbed the GitHub for SpecKit, which if you just Google SpecKit and click the first one, what you can do is you can Control A, Control C, and then just dump this into Claude Code and say, please run this for me. And you can see it did everything that I asked. It ran it properly. So the directory is not empty. You need UV, get UV. SpecKit is now set up. The project has been initialized with specify. So I ran specify. I ran the prompt for specify. It came up with this plan, really amazing plan. Look how good this plan. All this planning, plan. Right? More planning. Now, what I have found, now, obviously, maybe I should have run a compact here. Maybe that was my mistake. That is what the Rasmus, the guy that kind of came up with context engineering, talked about, is running a compact at this point. But even so, it's the same thing. I'm just going to show you guys this, right? This still had a large amount of context left to build something. So I ran it. It said there were 90 tasks to run, right? Let's see how many I actually did. Like, this is not a lot of coding. It's done, already finished, right? That was barely anything. Now, what I found is one of the reasons for this is context length. But another thing is just that this is not a good build. Let's just quickly go on localhost. I think it's 3000 this time. Yep. So the UI UX does look pretty nice, I have to say. Like, if it had smashed it out of the park with this UI UX, this video would have been very, very different. But nothing works. Like, Servizzi doesn't work. It said it created all these pages, none of them work. None of these buttons work. Very, very basic. I do like the UI UX kind of base design. I think the colors, really, really nice colors, etc., etc. But something went wrong, and I don't know what went wrong exactly, but yeah, the build was just not very complete whatsoever. So what I've actually found most of the time, guys, is all of this planning, rather than helping the project, it actually hinders it. Right? It's almost like too many chefs spoil the broth kind of vibes, in my opinion. That is what's happening here. There's too many things going on. This is why I don't use sub-agents as well. Someone on my channel is obsessed with sub-agents, and probably they are useful, right? I'm not saying they're not useful. I just don't use them because I just find too many things going on causes too much bloat. There's like a disconnect between everything, especially if you start messing with context lengths and context windows and running slash compact and things like that, right? So I didn't even run a slash compact here, and it still did the same thing because the project was just far too complex for Claude Code to actually implement. There's 120 tasks or whatever it said, 90 tasks or whatever. A normal task list for Claude Code is like 10 tasks or 8 tasks. You're not necessarily just going to get better response from AI just by being like, here's an extra 80 tasks, do them all. Because it just won't do them all. That's just not how AI works, right? It kind of isn't at the point yet, maybe because of context length. Like if we tried this with Codex, maybe it would be different. I don't know. Maybe that's the next thing to test, right? The context length. But I just feel like currently with the current context and the current models, this is not the way to go. You will find like literally just by using something like Kilo Code, for example, you'll get a better response than this. Just using Claude Code on its own, you'll get a technically better response than this, as in like technically everything will work. It might not look as good because I do, like I said, really like the UI UX here. But just generally speaking, I find that all of these things just complicate things, bloat things. Claude Flow, context engineering, now SpecKit, all these different things, sequential thinking, Taskmaster, just all these things, they're just not needed, right? They're just not needed. In my opinion, all of those things can't prompt as well as Anthropic or Code or OpenAI. So it's better to just use the things out of the box as they were given to us instead of trying to overcomplicate things by amateurs. Although in this case, I think it was actually made by Microsoft and GitHub. So maybe not amateurs in this case, but still same thing. And also it was based on Rasmus's work, who, as far as I know, obviously I don't know the guy, but as far as I know, he was also like an amateur in this kind of stuff, as in like not a 40-year veteran in AI coding and programming and whatever. And I'm not saying I am either, by the way. I do not have a background in coding. I just see what I see and I make videos about it. I'll leave the video there, guys. For me, this is another one not to waste time on and not to get bogged down in trying to make it work. Just because it comes from Microsoft or I think Amazon as well doesn't necessarily mean that it's good. It normally means that it's worth looking at though, which is why I admittedly did look at it, but it just doesn't seem as good. Now, I do have my own version of SpecKit coming. It's not actually a behavioral thing. It's basically just a dev setup, a very simple Claude.md file with a few MCPs thrown in, which will be my basic dev setup for basically everything I do. That'll be coming soon, so make sure you check that out when it's here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're watching all the way to the end of the video, as usual, you're an absolute legend, and I'll see you very, very soon with some more content. Peace out.